Hey guys, in this episode I'm going to show you how to make a raised bed box for your garden, and in my case to replace my old garden. This is what it looked like before. So the first thing that I did was took out that PVC pipe that I had there that I used for my shade cloth last year, and I took out the irrigation. Don't forget to remove any of the plants that you want to try to keep if there's plants in there. In my case, I had some strawberry plants over here that I had to take out. I just stuck them in a little plant holder because I was just going to put them back in as soon as I was done building the new box anyway. The next thing I did, and you're going to want to do if you build a new box or replacing one, is clear the area around the place that you're going to put the box. Then I removed the wood from around the outside of this old raised bed garden. It was only on 3 sides, so it was easy to just pull up. This is the old box, and you can kind of see why I wanted to replace it. It doesn't look very good. One tip that I have for you is not to do this during the winter because, as you can see, the dirt inside the box was frozen, and that does not make for a good time getting it out. I put this cheap tarp down to hold all the dirt so that I didn't get it in all my landscape rocks. But wait, there's more. This is the point where I was wondering if I was making an actual garden video or if I should make this a fitness video. After the area that you're going to put your raised bed gardens clear and relatively flat, you're going to want to put in your irrigation system if you want to add an irrigation system. Make sure that you measure where your box is going to be for the size of box that you want to make. Start at one end, put your mark down for the first piece that you want to create, and use a square to mark it all the way across so that your line's straight. I didn't buy really nice wood, so my box ended up a little bit crooked anyways, but you're going to want it to be as straight as it can be. You're also going to want to make sure that you cut only one piece of the board at the same time because as you cut, the saw blade is going to actually remove some of the wood, so if you try to mark it twice and cut, one piece is going to be shorter than the other piece because you're going to remove the wood where the line is. Next, you're going to want to make sure that the board is either clamped down to a sawhorse or to your saw, or wherever you're holding it really tight. Make sure that the blade lines up before you make your cut. Can actually hold the camera and make the cut at the same time, so I'm not going to be able to show you actually making the cut. The next thing I did was line up my pieces on the floor. Use those little wood shims right there to make everything line up square. You want to make sure that it's going to look nice when you put it in. I like to use 2 drills when I'm doing this because I can have a drill bit in one and then the driver bit in the other one, and it goes a lot faster. You don't have to change it out back and forth every time you put in a bolt. You do 1 bolt hole, 1 bolt. After you put it out where you're going to put it, make sure that you level it out, and make sure that you level it out on all sides, not just one side, because you want it to be level all the way around. Once you have your box out there in place, you can either add plastic lining around the outside or start filling it up with dirt. I had to get a little bit of dirt off my plastic lining. It's all frozen. You can see it in the clumps. Another good reason why you don't want to do this in the wintertime, I actually had to take the pick and smash it all up so that I could even get it off of the plastic. So I'm just going to let it sit in the sunlight for a little while to hopefully it will thaw out a bit so that I can put it in the box. So this is how I added our plastic around the inside of the box so that the moisture wouldn't get on the wood. Next week I'll be framing and putting up plastic to turn my raised bed garden into a greenhouse.